got Sonja that reminds me of me. She got a lot of fire and energy. She's all about vibration and synergy. She's trying to help Toronto, don't you see? This is a comic of me. I understand why they did it on the wall this way, because I'm solid like bricks. And I don't pick up sticks, tic-tac-toe to my Ambro, because I'm genetically inclined to the universe. My spine is connected to my hip bone. My hip bone's connected to my knee bone. My knee bone's connected to my eye bone. And that's why I see, because my third eye is open and my crown chakra's up there and my pineal gland is up there. And you know what? Reflexology is where you gotta go. Right now, I've been giving all the synergy to Toronto because of what's happening. Guns, gangs, guns, gangs, killings, murders in Toronto. I want to stop this, don't you know? If I gotta go in this character to fool people, to say this is 187 Mama Pit Mafia, don't you know? She's the best rapper with the best flow. She does freestyles everywhere she goes, because you know what? She knows. With 6 decades of knowledge and wisdom and life experiences and 13 guns held to my head on the streets of Toronto for no reason, just because I'm trying to get up there. And every time I get up there, somebody says, I swear I'm going to take her down, because she's got more money, more crowns, and more jewels than anybody that in Toronto trying to do it on her own. Finally, I just said, fuck it, got out of the way of the eye of the public, went in and started to hide and did what I needed to do. I went in the mudslide and I started to rap, and I was in the studio 24 hours with all the tracks. Right now, if you go to SoundCloud, you'll find 47 tracks. Sonja Futerman on SoundCloud. I'm in the studio every day. If I'm not there, I don't play. Don't you know that my eyes are green, blue, gold, and gray? That's why you know I can say, because black and white makes gray, but the gray matter is not what you need. You gotta go green, because green is the ecosystem within oneself, and when you tap into oneself, you tap into your own self, and then you can tap into everybody else's self. You cannot find love unless you know yourself. Yourself is the only one that you can put on the shelf. If you don't cleanse your system from top to bottom and take all the toxins out of your body and become alkaline, you won't last. There will be no time left. Time is all you have. Faith is there. Wisdom is there. Knowledge is there. Gifts are there. Abundance is there. But if you don't get it, you ain't got nothing, bro. Nothing's coming your way. Nothing's coming your way. You got to work real hard, and you got to know what you say, because your muscle's in your mind, because your brain is just a muscle. And if you don't exercise this, there's no train of thought. There's no brainstorming. There's no genius. There's nothing coming out of there. No mathematics, no creativity, no nothing. It's not about doing drugs to get it. It's not about doing LSD to get it. It's not about doing meth to get it. You don't get power from drugs, you get powerless. Don't you understand where the real love is? The real love is God. It's a solar system that's built into your genetic form as a baby in the womb. We're going to call this series Red Sonja on Brick in Toronto. The womb. This womb is Red Sonja, and she's gonna try to clean up Toronto. Doug Ford is not doing a good job. The Premier of Ontario is not doing a job. The Mayor of Toronto is not doing a good job, because you know what? Guns, gangs, killings, youth without education is still there. We need to find them jobs. We need to love them and care for them. We don't need to put them in isolation and jails. All they need is a little bit of rehab and a little bit of love. Understand, these kids do not have fathers. And their baby mamas are usually on stripper poles, or they're doing, like I said before, cleaning jobs or PSW jobs, or they're trying to get to school or trying to get their GEDs. Kids are raising kids. That's why the guns are so relevant on the street, because nobody is there. Only the heat of the fire, of the power of the gun, called gunfire and hand grenades. Terrorism is a real thing, and it's in our face 24 hours a day. And the militias has come over. The ISIS is here. There's houses of grenades and AK-47s all over the street in Toronto. They found a whole house full of Richmond Hill, father and son. They let them go across the border. They see what they do. And then when they realized that they had so much ammo, they hit them and they say, why the hell do they want to do all this stuff? Well, the CN Tower's already been tried to hit once. Terrorism is real in Toronto. I'm trying to clean up the streets, and if you people don't understand why I'm trying to clean up the streets, then you'll never know. I'm in my sixth decade. I started to rap in 2000 with a track called ID Tag 2000, and the tag was guns and gangs in Toronto do not mix with families, safety, public safety, schools, education, food, entrepreneurship, trying to be the best you can be with abundance of love that God gave you from above. Don't you know what it's all about? Set off the doves now.